Learning itself is an art form, and the process of learning is just as significant as the content that one acquires. Although many of life's most rewarding experiences are unpaid, this does not mean that acquiring them does not require hard work, patience, and time. This is especially true when it comes to the acquisition of essential skills for everyday life. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more intriguing videos like this, and be sure to watch this video to the end. Therefore, anytime we upload a new video, you'll be notified so you won't miss out on interesting videos from us. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 10. Empathy. According to an author, you can be the most disciplined, clever, and even affluent individual in the world. But if you don't care for other people or sympathize with them, then you're nothing but a sociopath. Empathy is a fundamentally important part of being human, but modern business has all too easily abandoned the practice. The ability to put oneself in another person's shoes and experience what they are going through is what we mean when we talk about empathy. People are inspired to exert greater effort when they feel a sense of empathy for their teammates, often known as esprit de corps. Because they are motivated by something more substantial than merely a paycheck, employees who feel empathy are more likely to overcome their lethargy and strive for greater heights. Number 9. Mastering your sleep. Because there are so many different recommended sleep aids available, it can be difficult to keep track of them all. Establishing a routine, however, might be beneficial in ensuring that you enjoy restful nights no matter what you decide to do. According to the findings of several studies, maintaining a regular bedtime routine not only makes it simpler to get to sleep and rise in the morning, but also contributes to improved quality of sleep overall. Number 8. Consistency. Maintaining any level of achievement requires maintaining a consistent effort. Regardless of whether you are working on an important project, attempting a new exercise program, or studying for the LSATs, argument that once people reach the top, they frequently cease working as hard as they did before. But to keep that top position, they need to work even harder and be more constant in their efforts. Number 7. Time management. Employers place a premium on employees who can effectively manage their time, making this one of the most sought-after abilities. There is no one method that is inherently superior to any other. Rather, it is critical to choose a process that is successful for oneself and adhere to it. The toughest thing to learn for me was how to plan. Not to execute what I have planned, but to make so epic a to-do list and to schedule it so thoroughly that I'm capable of completing all the tasks on the scheduled date. Number 6. Asking for help. During one of my job interviews, I was given the following feedback. You can't have this position if you can't ask for help when you need it. Naturally, I answered in the affirmative. I found out later that the last guy who had that job had done a poor job because he was in over his head, but refused to accept it or seek assistance when he needed it. I was surprised to learn this. I argued that it is surprisingly tough to learn when you need help and then ask for it, since no one likes to be seen as weak or incompetent. So, knowing when you need help and then asking for it is difficult to learn and accomplish. However, findings from a recent study conducted at the Harvard Business School suggest that doing so makes you appear more capable rather than less capable. The authors of the study believe that if you ask others for advice, you legitimize their intelligence or competence, which increases the likelihood that they will come around to your point of view. Number 5. Positive self-talk. According to an author, in the end, it doesn't matter what other people think of you. What matters is what you think of yourself. And it takes time to achieve that degree of confidence and the ability to believe in yourself when nobody else does. Negative self-talk is the other side of good self-talk. Betsy Myers, founding director of the Center for Women in Business at Bentley University, feels that negative self-talk can eventually erode your confidence. Number 4. Minding your business. It takes centuries to learn and master this. There is this belief that snooping around in the work of others is counterproductive and a waste of both time and resources. Even if you are the last person on earth to do the right thing, you have no right to contribute your 2 or 4 cents to the discussion. Number 3. Listening. Being quiet and listening to others go hand in hand. The vast majority of us are drowning in work-related responsibilities, such as responding to instant messages and fielding calls. To clarify, I mean that our brains have a finite capacity for processing information before they become overwhelmed. Repeating what you've heard to the person you're listening to is a good way to practice active listening. When everybody is on the same page, things are a lot simpler. It makes things so much easier. Number 2, mastering your thoughts. To accomplish what it is that you want to do and do what it is that you want to do, you need to intentionally guide your thinking. The difficulty arises from the fact that we are the product of our experience and that all of our thinking is the outcome of this. However, one cannot just extrapolate the present into the future. Number 1, knowing when to shut up and doing it. Seen and quoted, you can't go around crying about every other thing that feels not so right to you in this world. There are moments when you need to keep your mouth shut. There are numerous scenarios in which it is in your best interest to maintain your privacy. When we are angry, irritated, agitated, or vexed, we blurt out anything and everything that comes to our mind. And in time, you frequently come to regret your decision. One of the most useful abilities to acquire is the ability to keep one's mouth shut in stressful situations, which is also, of course, one of the most difficult. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on another wonderful video from us. Till next time.